ready to go.
All right, welcome everybody to the third draw of the Potomac Curling Club 2021 Embassy Row Bonspiel here in Laurel, Maryland at the National Capital Curling Center. My name is Lauren Luthi.
My name is Enrique Campanich.
And I'm Paul Luthi.
All right, and we are here with you live from Sheet B tonight, where we have Team Disgusted and Aroused against Team Eye of the Thai-ger. Some excellent team names tonight. So we have up first, looks like Team Disgusted and Aroused has the hammer. They're shooting second here. The lead is Harley Rohrbacher from Pittsburgh. The second is Vincent Skebby from Mayfield, Cleveland. The vice is Sarah Sanders, and the skip is Nick Sanders, and they are both from Columbus Curling Club. And then on Eye of the Thai-ger here, the lead throwing his second rock right now, Dave Stanok. Second is Drew Sweeney. Third is Paul Baddeley. And skip is Drew Neal, and they are all from the Philadelphia Curling Club, not just a couple hours away here. And we can also have, if you happen to be watching, maybe hoping to catch some action from, or catch some scores from the other sheets, we will keep score updates running on all the sheets as well. So if you have any questions, please feel free to put a message in the chat for us. You can tweet at CurlDC on Twitter, and we'll do our best to keep an eye on the comments. All right, so we're about to get to the last of the lead rocks here. Harley's throwing her second shot.
And we have Cecilia Rohrbacher on the chat here, I guess. She's related to Harley.
Ah, fantastic.
Calling for a draw behind that guard there. Feels a little light there.
Yeah, it looks like there are a lot of sweepers.
Not getting the draw, but they got another guard there. And we're going to keep you updated on the scores on the other sheets also. Now I'll call for a hit there. Possibly a hit and roll to the left. That would be ideal there.
Yeah, I think it looked like they wanted to hit and roll in.
But it's still staying out there. It's not coming back much.
Oh, tough shot.
Flashed. Yeah. They were expecting a lot more curl than it got.
Looks like Eye of the Thai-ger. Try that draw one more time. So it was a little bit short last time. Probably have a better idea of what the weight should be this time. So if you're a new viewer here, if you're maybe watching for a first time, an early time, a draw is when they're trying to get the rock to stay in the rings, kind of without hitting anything else. They're trying just to slide it in, maybe curl it around the guards up front, and then leave it usually underneath the guards.
Not exactly like what they did,
yeah,
because they ended up hitting their rock, getting a little bit better than they were, but that's also not as good as they wanted to. They wanted to curl around and hide behind. Now Nick thinks that they can go around that guard and hit the rock that's on the red ring there. Weight looks good to go around. It's not curling much. It's just staying out there.
Yeah, it looks like we've seen a couple shots now run pretty straight down that side of the ice.
Yeah, I curled last night on sheet A, and one side was curling very well. The other side wasn't curling much.
Top 8. Top 4.
Now trying to put another one behind cover there. That's Paul Baddeley with his first rock.
Lots of sweeping pretty quick for weight, but it's still running
I don't
pretty
see any
straight.
of these rocks curling back,
No.
which is unusual. Here at Potomac we get usually about 4 feet of curl on a draw. Well, he ended up pushing his own back, but still has 2 in the house.
Yeah, so Nick, it looks like now, trying to figure out what way he wants to try to hit this.
We were also on sheet A last night, Enrique, and yeah, we saw
were.
the same thing with one side was really straight, but the other side had a lot of curl.
Right. If you curled, it was falling towards the wall.
So Sarah throwing a hit here. Looking
Hoping
for-
it comes back in and can hit and roll, but also I don't know if they're shooting wide or just not getting enough curl.
Yeah, he definitely didn't ask for a lot of ice on that one. So I think he was still expecting a little bit of curl. I don't know. Not even sure if he got that.
Drew calling for Paul's second rock. He still wants to get that draw behind, put 2 rocks behind the cover, especially since it's not curling too much. Rocks under cover are a lot harder to get to. Line looks good, but it looks a little light. It's coming back now.
There it goes. Yeah. Got a little bit of curl on that one, maybe 2 feet.
Yeah, he called edge of white, and he's getting about 2'6" there. Completely open and can be hit. Sarah going with her second shot.
Yep, her second shot. Oh, all over the sweep.
Just gonna take that guard.
Yeah. Didn't get to where they wanted, but it's more open now.
Maybe starting to curl a little bit now that they've
Beaten
run some
down the
rocks on
pebble,
this side.
yeah.
Yeah.
This line, everybody's throwing on the same line. Drew coming to the hack to deliver his first rock here. And he wants to go for that red. He wants to get the big end here.
Plenty of weight, but looks like it's hanging out to the siding. Oh, yeah, still hanging out there. Should knows it though.
Or even get the
Oh,
little
there we
bit of a
go.
roll.
Little
Yeah,
roll. There
yeah,
we
that's
go.
a great shot.
That was a nice one.
Sitting 3.
jammed back on that that yellow rock in the back, but still they're sitting 3, and I don't see at least not an easy triple there.
So if you're new to the sport, the way we're looking at it right now, only one team scores in an end. So right now, because there's 3 yellow rocks closest to the very, very center of that target there, the house, and the very center of the target is the pin. Right now, the yellow team would be sitting 3 points, but still a few more rocks to go. So we'll see what happens.
It's not too hard to get the double here, but the triple is very hard. So they're going to try to take out that front one and at least one of the 2 in the back.
They have a few options too, right? They can kind of hit it either side. If they go one way, they'll get one double. The other way, they get the
There
other
are
double.
lots of doubles that are possible there, depending on where they hit that, or even straight back,
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
they don't get the other one. They have to be a little bit off center, either to the right or a little bit to the left. To get the triple, they would have to go a little bit to the left of center and then hit the one on the right, and then hit the one on the left with that yellow that's up front. They're still a little bit, they're very much on the right side there. Leaving 2 yellow in the house for now.
Still a good hit. And so Drew now, looks like he's calling for a draw. Add some pressure. Oh, just guard. Sounds like what he just said on the ice mics.
Yeah, guard the one that's shot. Don't worry about the other one. Go for the steal. It's early in the game. You don't have hammer. Getting one is good.
Oh, they're going to have to sweep it hard to get it over the hog line there. They got it, though. Good effort from the sweepers.
And it's in a good position. Red can still hit that yellow, but they're going to have to go. Oh, they're going to draw. Okay.
Oh, this will be interesting, too. I don't think they've played anything on this side of the sheet yet.
No, they haven't thrown anything on that side. All the shots were on the opposite side. So it should be still pretty slow.
A little crispy out there, right?
Yeah. The pebble is still up.
I think he just said, have no idea what it is out there.
Neither do we, Nick. Neither do we.
Yeah, that's a more prudent shot to go for the draw because all you have to get right is the weight, and you can score 1 there. And you have that backing if it's curling enough going in that direction. If you try to go between the 2 yellow guards and hit that yellow on the nose, it's still the same outcome. But if you miss, oh, now he's looking at that.
Yeah, now he's looking at the
Yeah.
hit. Yeah. So we're kind of sitting just behind where Nick and his team are standing right now. Yep, change of call. Go for the hit.
Now you got to get the line exactly right there.
Absolutely.
It's not coming back. It's just drifting right there. So then he gives up 2. As I was mentioning, the draw around would be a more prudent shot, especially with the backing. But the other shot didn't look so hard, but nobody expected it to be to run so straight without curl.
All right, so Drew and Thai-ger will take steal 2 in the first.
And it's still running very straight now. It's a little heavy too. Probably through the house.
Harley's first shot running a little bit quick too. Looks like the curl's getting better, approaching 3 feet. Speed's getting a little better.
Maybe up front this time.
All right, trying to guard again here.
The front line.
The front of the house.
There it is. Good boy. All right, we need Joe Capella. Joe Capella. It's got to be like 3-4.
All right, scores are going up across all the sheets here. We have a score of 1 on sheet D for yellow. Colonel Lewis Morgan Porter over the Revengers in 1. In sheet C, we've got a score of 4 for hit and egg roll. Still waiting for the first end to finish on sheet A. I think he was asking for a control 8 hit there, if I heard that right.
Yeah, line. Yeah. Hard line. Hard as you can, boys. Come on. Sweep that stone. Come on. Yes, sir. Go, 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 go.
And you could hear the skip calling for a hard sweep there that managed to keep the rock from curling too much. So now yellow has 2 rocks in the house. Looks like it's coming out nicely here. Maybe get the double. Let's see if they can get the double here. Got the double.
Yep.
Nice shot.
Great shot.
That was beautiful.
You know what? Let's do some instant replay.
Oh, that's really cool.
We didn't have this before.
No, this is a brand new feature.
Yeah.
I think this is the first event we're using it for.
Ken Clark, our brilliant mastermind behind all our new streaming services, new cameras, new programmable screens that we have here. So thank you, Ken Clark. This is fantastic.
Now they're going to a hit game. Everybody's trying to hit and stick there. That's still not curling enough. It's running very straight. Might even flash it, but I think it's going to get a little piece of it. No,
Oh.
just by.
Call for top 8 here, I think you just said.
Yep, just a draw to the side of the house. Split the rinks here.
little tight. And then it wasn't curling that much either.
And the weight is okay. They don't really need to sweep it for weight.
Yeah, I got a 13.7 on my stopwatch that I just grabbed out of my locker.
It's a great shot. It's exactly what he called. Maybe he wanted it a little bit in front of the tee line, but that's good too.
Looks like they're going for another hit here, control hit.
Sweeper's bringing it all the way down. Looks pretty good.
A little roll.
It's a roll right in front of the other one. Almost got there. A little more weight than it could have gotten to it. But the way our ice and our rocks play is not exactly like the ones on TV. Those are more elastic. The ice is more forgiving in terms of the rocks sliding longer. So they did as good as expected.
And back to trading hits here.
Call and sweep early.
Yeah, they want to try to avoid that jam that would hit the yellow into the other red. Lose the shooter, lose the red, then the yellow stays. But it's
really
curling too much.
Yeah.
Got just a little piece of it and lost the shooter, so it didn't change much. That yellow just got harder to hit there.
Calling for the freeze to the top of it.
Yep.
Hey, he's got plenty of backing there. Might as well take advantage.
With a freeze there, then if red tries to hit that, it's going to be very hard to get rid of the two yellows. They might be able to get rid of one, but they're going to end up taking their red out.
That was a nice draw.
Yeah, it's a good outcome.
Yeah, a couple feet higher, but it's in a good spot.
Protects the shot rock, makes it
Yeah.
almost impossible to hit it out. They would have to come on the other side and risk hitting their own rock. Nobody's sure about how much curl they're getting, so they're trying to be very prudent in their hits, making sure that they can still hit the rock even with more or less curl than they expected.
So Nick looking for a draw here, trying to freeze to the yellow rock that's currently shot here on the side of the 8-foot.
To curl around the other yellow in here, but he's not. Sarah's shot is not curling as much as Nick wanted, and it's also a little heavier than he wanted. It's about a little past the back line.
We do have a score update. It got posted a little late, but on sheet A, the Trollskull alley sliders scored 1 in the first end. You know what, let's just put up all houses here so we can see what's going on in all games real quick while the skip for I have the Thai-ger heads on down.
Yeah, they need to sweep that.
Yeah, I thought they were going.
I think you said full 8, but
Yeah, that's what I thought. It looks like a guard. That's all right. So Nick, it looks like he's going to try to draw around the other way to the 4-foot. Probably feeling like that freeze is cut off now. Not going to help him a whole lot.
Calling for about 3 feet of curl to go around that yellow and get to the button. Here's Nick. Just delivered his first rock.
Sweeper's on that right away. Looks like it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's about time to switch the sweepers and get it to tuck behind. It's a good shot, but it's a little bit open there. And that's what Drew is going to try to do. It's come around and hit that. Doesn't matter if he sticks his there or if he loses his, he still has the first shot.
Yeah, and still really well protected there. So we got Paul holding the broom for Drew here.
It's not curling much.
No.
Maybe if he gets a wick off that yellow. Oh, wow. He needed to sweep that just a little earlier, and he would have gotten a piece of that yellow and right into the red.
So Nick gets another try at the same draw. Looks like they're gonna readjust the broom placement just a little bit, but not changing up too much. He basically just has to throw the same shot.
And she just moved the broom out a little bit.
Well,
So
yeah, she was kind of playing with the same spot versus a little bit tighter, and I think she just ended up going back to the same spot.
Exactly 3 feet off the center line.
Mine as well. You just got to get a little inside of the 8-foot there. Lots of room to play with.
And he needs to get full 8 and hopefully protect the shot rock too. Not curling much.
This is the last rock.
Oh, this is the last rock.
Yeah,
okay, so it's just getting full 8.
Yep, just full 8 and
It's
sit.
heavy. It's heavy for that.
Full
Okay,
wick?
got
Should
the
be
wick,
okay.
so that's fine. 2 red.
Sit. There we go. So Disgusted and Aroused here in the second end with 2 points to tie it up. So we're 2-2 going into the third. And we have final rocks on a couple other sheets here, so we will get you updates on those scores in the next few minutes. Ah, there you go, the multi-cam view. So on over on sheet C there's one more rock to go. Here for Pad Thai's got one more. D's got 2 more rocks to go, one on each side. And sheet A's just a little bit further behind, a few more rocks to go there.
On sheet C now, Pad Thai has a good chance to make 3 points. Just throw their last rock, just biting 8, and they could get the third there. They already have 2. There's so many yellow rocks in play that you don't even notice, but yeah, that's what we can see from above
just
now.
A nice draw.
That's sheet C for you.
Oh, that's part of the team I played against last night.
Dan Kennedy?
Yeah, played against Dan and who else did I play against in that team?
I played with him on Men's League
Yeah.
a couple of years ago, and it was a lot of fun.
Oh, he's a riot. We were having a lot of fun last night. We'll catch back up to B in just a minute. We're just going to watch this last shot roll in here on C. It's just crossing the hog line, so it'll just appear on your screen in a second. Looks really good.
They got it for the 3 there.
Great shot from Dan. All right, back over to our feature sheet on sheet B. So Disgusted and Aroused opened with a kind of a center guard right there, and then Nick now asking Harley to draw around it. Something in the top 4 or so.
Got a sweep to go around the rock that's already there.
Looks like they got
Can
the
they make
line.
it around the guard?
Yeah, they got it.
Oh, they just did. Good,
Great
good,
sweep.
great.
And a great finish. Nice
Just
shot.
a very nice shot there.
Excellent team shot. So here's Dave's second shot. Drew just looking for a corner guard. Looks like their earlier shot just slipped a little bit deeper than they wanted.
Yeah, it was the corner guard, but it went almost through the house, and I
Yeah.
think it's a biter in the back.
This one's running a little quick.
Yeah, it's also heavy.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to go to T. He might have changed the call. I wasn't quite listening.
I bet the call wasn't something in the
Yeah,
back
I
on
thought,
the
I
side.
thought it was a corner guard.
Not the back corner.
No, no, no.
Now for Vinny's rock, he's trying to put more stuff in the house.
From the other side this time.
Yeah, they scored in the second, so they don't have hammer now. Yellow is going to have the last rock in this end, so if you can hide enough rocks and protect them, then it makes it very hard to hit them. Yellow is going to a strategy that they're trying to put stuff in play, but they're not beating the red rocks. Might get themselves into a situation that's going to be hard to get out of, because pretty soon they're going to have to start peeling the guards there. That's another guard.
Another guard, yeah. A little bit short. I would think that side still needs some warming up. They haven't played much over there.
So are they still trying to get rocks on the side there, or are they going to try to start peeling guards? Now they can, because 5 rocks have been thrown.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go, at least the weight looks like they're going to go peel something.
Yeah, peel the one on the right side there.
Definitely
Or
a
go
few
through the
things.
gap and get to the shot rock.
Ooh, that would be cool.
They did.
What a nice shot.
Yeah. I wouldn't have tried that. I would have tried the run back. It's a pretty narrow port to go through it, but they managed to do it. That's a great shot.
Vinny's second shot here. It looks like they are going to try to replace that chalk. That rock just got peeled out.
Trying to curl around the right side.
Nice shot. Really got to sweep it to the finish there to try to get it under that guard.
It looks like it's more than half open.
Yeah, I bet it'd probably see about 2/3.
The broom is very close to the edge of the rock. I don't know if you can make it with that broom. I would have thrown a lightweight hit. Or maybe what he wants is to get rid of the guard, which is probably the
peeling
run back. Yeah.
That doesn't probably doesn't hurt him too much if he just clears it.
Oh, it's going around.
Great call.
That's another great shot.
Well thrown.
You know what? Just because we can, let's watch a replay.
And that's a great shot. Again, a shot that I would probably not have called with that weight. I would probably have called a low weight hit.
Looks like he's calling for the draw here. I didn't see.
Yeah, trying to do that same draw, but a little more curl at the end to try to tuck it behind the other red and make the takeout shot a lot harder. And if it curls early, then you can still promote the red that's already there. And it's on the guard.
Yeah. It's a little bit late.
Well, it's possible that that yellow strategy of putting two in the back there, now they have two in the house, and red's starting to cover the middle and not putting anything behind
They
it.
might even have, is that back rock biting? Do they have three?
Well, while our camera's not exactly perfect, it's close.
It could
Yeah,
be
it could
because
be.
there's some perspective there that
Yeah, because the camera's over the pin. We kind of see the side of those rocks instead of over the top. So that could be biting. So the Philadelphia team here, getting a lot of practice on the draws today. That was a little deeper than they were hoping for. Looks like they're going to get a little rollover, but not into the house. Oh, maybe with the sweep.
not as much as
quite.
they wanted.
Nope.
They needed to hit it closer to nose to push that red into where the yellow on the right is.
Yeah, it looks close from this angle, but when we look at the house angle, it's just outside the top view there. So has a good foot and a half.
Red has now cleared the path to get to a good position in the house, but yellow has 3 or maybe 4 rocks in the house. Just a great shot by yellow there. Eye of the Thai-ger. They protected the button from a draw, giving red just some harder shots to get in there. There's still some space on the left, and that's what they're going to try to do. That's a good draw by red, but they needed to get more curl and they needed to get farther in. At this point, they're probably just out counting one of the yellow. There's one yellow that's closer than theirs, maybe 2 or 3. So yellow should try to hit that out and maybe put 6 rocks in the house.
It looks like they have a good shot at nosing it even. I think it's open.
Yeah, it looks open from, at least from the TV monitor, it looks open. Could even hit and roll behind the reds, depending on the weight that they're going to throw.
We do have a score update on sheet D. They're the only one who has been nice enough to hang their second end score. The Colonel Lewis Morgan Porter scored 1 in the second end, so we've got a 2-0 game going on over there on sheet D.
Drew's first rock over here. He looked a little surprised at first when he first threw it. I think he threw it a little wider and a little heavier than he was planning to.
That's just not a very good shot.
Clips his own back rock there. That's a tough one.
Yeah, probably pushed a little bit to the side on delivery. And red can breathe a little bit easier. They can push that red into the button. That's what the shot that they're looking at right now.
This is probably similar to their last shot, maybe just a little heavier. Coming down the same side?
Yeah, just hit it on the outside with a little bit of weight and it goes into the button.
Oh, looks like we had a score update on sheet A. Red took another point in the second end, so they are up 2-0. Trollskull, Alley Sliders up 2-0 over Keep Calm and Kurion. And over here on B, Nick's last shot.
It looks like it's staying out there too. It's a repeat of what we saw in the first end, that the early rocks just stay out there and don't curl at all. He got the yellow in the back, but that doesn't help him much. I think yellow, yeah, yellow is still shot, and I don't know who's the second shot.
So Drew is pointing at a hit and roll off of his own red up, or sorry, his own yellow up there in the top of the 12-foot. Or maybe he's looking at a promote.
Or just split those two.
Yeah, I think just split them.
Yeah. Would be a good idea to try to split it, because the shot is the same as if you throw T-line weight and you split, you get 2 more. If you flash and go around it, you're going to get 1 more. So at least 2 guaranteed, and then the measure for the rest. Got a curl.
Oh, stuck in that straight spot again. And looks a little bit quick.
So we know it's 1 yellow. Then I think the second one is a measure. I don't think that yellow up front is out counting the red, but the other one that they're looking at right now might be.
Yeah, on the side there, on the side of the 12-foot. Oh, Vice got a lot of work to do here.
They're calling. Let's measure this. Just go and get the measure.
Yeah, I usually just grab the stick. If I have to go back and look again, it's just faster to grab the stick. Oh, they've made a call. Nope, nope, they're going to measure.
No, they're just moving all the
Okay,
other
we're
rocks.
gonna get their rocks out of the way.
And they're still measuring all 3.
Yeah, while we wait for that, we're going to cut over to Sheet C's house. Oh, look at us. They're on.
Learning new technology.
Yeah. They are on N3. Let's get that fixed there. There's Sheet C. While they're cooling down the slider, here is Sheet D. And here is Sheet A. We will do all houses quick. Get that up there as they bring in. And then we'll quickly move back to our house here as they are about to measure.
Too bad we can't zoom into the measuring device to see how much it's moving, right?
We're not that professional yet. Just give Ken Clark that idea for next year, and you'll know he'll have it.
It will happen.
And
or he will put the mobile camera right over the measuring device.
All right. We'll get a GoPro on that, yeah.
Right, with an arm on top of it, just to see how much the needle moves.
Went right by that yellow. I think it might be red. Oh, nope, it's that yellow.
Yellow it is, yep.
So 2 for yellow. 2 for Eye of the Tiger. Let's get all the houses back up here.
Did Ken Clark leave?
Yeah, he went home. He needed to go home.
Okay, I was going to suggest that right now.
He's been here since early in the morning. He is our
broadcasting director.
Pretty much. I think that's the best word for it.
And he set up all these cameras, and he set up the whole system.
Oh, my goodness. He's been here every day since we could get back in here in the summer and working hard on this. So,
on top of programming all of the computer program that runs behind it and gives us the score boxes and the camera views and the rock trackers and all that kind of stuff.
We'll keep a couple of other houses up here now while everyone's getting close to the end. We get our first couple of guards or draws.
And that's a rock in the house for Eye of the Tiger. Not a bad idea to get it in the house since you're leading by 2.
Yeah.
Bring your opponent into a hit game that you can easily force them to score 1.
Go around the rings a little bit here. Sheet C there on their last rock. So hit and egg roll is looking at. It didn't quite catch the call. The broom looks like they're setting up for a draw, but they do have a chance for that nice tap on that second red stone right there.
Maybe like a board weight tap?
Maybe, yeah. You wouldn't need a whole lot just to get it moving. But you do need some weight to get through the little guard gate there.
And a very nice corner freeze on sheet B. Starting to look like a mixed doubles house. Piling rocks around the button.
So he's asking for a 3-guard now.
Yeah, because any rock hitting that red will take out the yellow. Looks like it's a little heavy there. Also a little bit outside, so gotta wait to see if it comes back.
So on C, hit and egg roll takes 1 to finish out the third end.
We still don't have a score for the second end for them, so we'll wait. Oh, there we go. Just went up.
Yep, just went up.
That's a great shot on sheet B. Managed to take out most of the danger there.
All right,
so that is really nice.
We do have an updated score now finally on sheet C. It's 5-3 hit and egg roll right now with the lead.
And if you're watching now, sheet D is discussing their last shot. I think it's their last rock.
Yes, it is the hammer over there.
Now incoming on B, the red rock coming in, but it's a little bit heavy, so let's see what it does or if it goes by.
Looks like it's going to clip their own. Oh, nope,
Well,
just
managed to
caught
take that
top
yellow. Yeah, it's getting to be a very busy house. 4 rocks in play, 4 rocks played. All of them within the 8 foot. All of them biting the 4 foot,
yeah,
actually.
exactly, yeah. Not a lot of real estate in there right now.
Where are my guards?
It looks like Drew would like to clear up a little congestion here for you. D, the last rock is away. And it looks like they're trying to hit that yellow rock you can see in the back of the 8 foot there. And that would give them quite a number of points.
That's a heavy
there
hit.
There it goes.
And they stick.
Oh my gosh, that's 1, 2,
5,
3,
if not
4.
6.
And the biter in the
Let's
back.
Go in
Yeah.
close. That, unless that back one is just kind of moved out, but that could be 6.
Very exciting end over there.
Have they thrown the last rock?
That was just the last
that was
rock,
hammer,
yeah.
so I think they're trying to figure out if that back one is biting or not.
Well, so there was some discussion. It looked like the vice had one of the rocks catch his feet, and I think there's some discussion as to whether that rock would have rolled out or would have stayed in the rings.
We'll bring you back to sheet B here, and we'll update on the score as soon as we can.
You got
for
the
sheet
rock
D.
spread out after the last shot.
Yeah, nice and open in here. A little bit better open over here on B.
Managed to hit it here and stay 1, 2, 3 red.
Asking for the same shot, a normal weight hit was what he called last time.
He's looking for the double on the front 2 reds.
Might even get the third one
He
too.
might, yeah.
Not a lot. Well, it's a pretty fast hit.
So he indicated the nose of the kind of that top red, but it does not look to be moving that far. So I'll get one. Ooh, but
Oh,
it'll
and it
double
took
his
the
out.
yellow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's unfortunate.
So red's still shot here right now. It would be a close argument between the red and yellow stones at the top of the 8 foot there.
Certainly going to get that yellow.
Yeah. Good weight for it, too. Just enough to control it.
Just enough to get it out.
I mean, he wants the
Red
double
will-
here,
yeah, red taking another look at the double.
By the way, if you're paying attention to USA Trials, Schuster throwing a hammerstone in the, what end is that? 6th end, I think. Gets his 1. He's down 8-4 now. To quarter drop game.
We're getting to the point that it might be possible that Schuster is not going to be U.S. team for the Olympics.
Oh, it's just the first game of 3. I think we're okay. I thought that was interesting, though. They're doing 3 games to see who the winner will be instead of just
of
one.
a page playoff.
Or
yeah.
Either a
Yeah,
page or
yeah.
even just a sudden death
Yeah.
championship, right?
Nice thing about this, the 3-game format, though, is it's 1 a day instead of a page playoff, you know.
That if you're on the slow
March
track.
of, yeah, the slow track where you might have 2 or 3 games in a single day.
Over on sheet D, we've got a score hung in the end. It is 5. That back one must have been just out. So 5 for the Revengers on sheet D.
Still an excellent result for one end.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think. I hope they're not complaining about that. I don't think they are. So Nick and Sarah here, looking to just do a nice, mid-weight hit to knock that last yellow out, and Sarah taking care of it.
They're sitting 4 here, starting to.
They are. Drew's
starting to
got
pile
some
up.
decisions to try to make here. Doesn't have a lot of rocks left.
They're looking at the hit and roll behind the other red there. But it's very narrow. They're going to be glad to just take it out.
Oh, they're giving it a lot. They will definitely get some of it.
Yeah, and then roll to the side there, maybe.
Ooh, if they can
oh,
freeze.
wow, that's a
Oh,
very nice shot.
Nice shots. Those
I
get
thought it was
replays.
going to spill a lot more towards that side. Now they have to do the run back there. Nick calling for Sarah's shot to hit the red into the yellow and get the yellow out. Again, leaving 4 reds in the house. And with red having hammer, that could be the 4 that they need if they keep trading hits now.
Just want to play it tight and very tight. We smash it. I think that's the way to play this. Tight and sweep.
And he was sweeping it a
Not
bit.
curling much.
No, it just came back on, though.
It's not going to take that yellow.
No, it's going to go a little bit different direction. Stick around in the back 12-foot. Just as a nice back biter there.
Got a score on sheet A. That is Keep Calm and Curry On has scored 2 points in the third end. So the score is now tied up at 2.
Back to the start.
Why'd they even play those 3 ends?
That was a back and forth game over there. I guess a back and forth end. The game is still going.
Saying it's not in. So probably a guard here. That's what they were
Looks to
thinking.
have more than that.
That's what I thought, but
Yeah.
the sweepers were thinking not in.
If it's taken a hard turn, it could just sit right in this back rock. A little sun. Nope. Looks like a bit in just a bit. Not a bad spot. Hopefully Nick's feeling good about his geometry classes from high school right now. Looks like they'll try that run back again.
That's really the worst part about the game. More obvious. To be fair, we're 2 years off and we never practice. That's fair. But it's not like we went out in the garage. See the back 4. We wait till the pool froze over. That's okay. Keep water in the pool. We always have water in the pool.
I don't know what the call is here.
They're running back the red from the other side this time.
It's pretty lightweight for a run back.
Maybe just tap it and tap the other.
Oh, yeah, maybe. It looked like they called the run back. That does not look like a run back.
No, and it didn't curl at all.
No, it really didn't.
It almost looked like it might have picked at one point, or at least dragged on a little something. Yeah, they're checking out the ice right there too. So second to last rock here. This is Philadelphia Tigers' last rock. Looking for another draw. Looking a little, looks pretty good. Looks pretty good.
That's a good shot.
Nice one.
3 in the
Very
house.
nice. Disgusted and aroused. Well, it does look like they're feeling maybe a little unhappy.
Yeah.
Maybe a little disgusted.
Disgusted.
Maybe a
Yeah.
little disgusted.
Nick's looking for options for doubles and triples there, but the safe shot is to go for the back one. I just don't think that it's not an automatic score there. No, it
No,
wouldn't
the
even
back
score.
one. Yeah, the back one. I think if you.
You really have to
It's
draw.
tricky. There's a delicate spot to get that back
Right.
one. So.
Hitting that back one only gives them counts yellow down by 1 or 2.
Yeah.
If he hits that front one, is he going to be half out? So
If he hits the front one, if he catches the nose, yellow still gets 1. If he catches the inside of it on the center line there, he might roll out. He's got to watch to not stuff it.
all right, last rock of the fourth
Good weight
end.
here. Harley's keeping an eye on it. So the nose gets rid of 1.
Yeah, I think
yellow's
it's a
left,
1 yellow.
Yeah, left,
it's
yellow's
not
up
the
to 1.
it's not the bad outcome. But yellow steals 1.
Yeah.
Here's our view for all the houses as everyone comes down to our last couple stones.
How are we
on
doing here?
Sheet C, last stone coming in. Ooh. Went for the blank maybe on that.
I think they were going for the
Missed.
blank, yeah. And
So-
hit and egg roll, steal 1 there.
It's a steal fest right now.
Over on sheet D, looks like we've got just skip stones starting. And over on sheet A, they're still throwing their vice stones, the first of their vice stones.
Oh wow, we got the real multi-cam view here. All right, here's Harley's first rock on sheet B. Looking to freeze to the yellow rock that's in the top of the 4 foot right now. Freeze or just above it.
Small tap, I think, here.
Yep, just a little tap.
Just putting that yellow behind the T line.
Dave's second rock. Looking for a center line guard. It seems to be curling quite a bit.
Yeah, that's going to cross the center there. Red's going to have a chance to run theirs back into the yellow.
And as a plan B, it took a little hit, little wick off, and put it on the corner of the forefoot.
Would have been better to just hit it on the nose and push it back, or go around it and tuck behind it. Looks like yellow is going to try to put the guard up front so that red can do the run back. Oh, that's pretty heavy for a guard.
It does seem heavy for a guard.
And it's hanging out there on the right side. Got to go for that freeze there. You don't want to protect your opponent's rocks.
Yeah, so it looked like he had to wait for the guard, but didn't. Line was a little wider than they were looking for.
You like nose it? Nose it, right?
Pack weight run back, that's what they're looking for now.
Gotta wait for that curl.
Oh, it's coming across the center line really quick.
Yeah, it's curling a lot now. It's not gonna run back. Ooh. Got it a little closer.
Still out in the open,
Paul,
though.
can we get the overhead cam? Looks like yellow is still shot. Yeah, yellow is still shot there.
And there's a long yellow guard out. Just to the left of the center line. Yep, there it is. But it looks like they're still out in the open. I'm expecting Thai-ger here looking to try to guard this run back up.
That would be the ideal shot.
Yeah.
But it looks like the weight is a little up, and it might even get to freeze on that red, which would not be very good.
Yeah, a little deeper than they were looking for.
Like nose that front one? Bring it. Yeah. Okay. Like you pull down the middle with the outside. If it falls.
Just hitting it isn't enough. They have to get the angles right to get that yellow out in the back and put the red in its place.
I couldn't quite see. Were they pointing towards the center line side of the yellow rack?
I think it's got to be nose.
Okay.
Or a little bit to the left works too. Yeah, that
Nice
works.
shot. So Drew asking call to It looks like to throw a little hit and roll and then freeze to the red that's on the side of the forefoot.
That would be ideal.
Yeah.
Because then it would keep the yellow pretty much safe against a direct hit.
They're lined up quite nicely. They just get a little roll out of this one.
Not enough of a roll.
No.
Yellow's open. Sarah shouldn't have a hard time getting that yellow out.
Yep. They're basically looking at the same shot to hit and then roll over to their other red rock. Nice shot.
That's
What
exactly the shot that they wanted. That's a great shot.
Those are going to be really hard to extract now.
Now what would you do? Do a freeze there? That's what they want to do, right? Or do they want to hit it and roll?
I'd be concerned that the hit isn't very open. Oh, no, it's probably not too bad from that side.
You can see most of it.
Yeah. Though you probably jam the top red into the back one, right?
Yeah, you just have to hide your yellow, tuck it behind the guard. A little bit wide there. Gotta wait for that curl.
Gonna go right through the middle.
Yep.
Yeah, see, it looks like it's a double style.
Yeah, just pile them up. Now this is really doubles right now. This is like a power play for doubles. Keep everything to the outside, right?
Yep.
Really nice. Ooh,
A little bit too heavy.
A little quick.
Yeah.
Leaves them in about the same position they were in though. Still shot two.
And yellow's going to try that same shot again,
Yeah.
trying to hit the red, then go roll behind the long guard. For Drew's first shot.
All right, looks like on sheet D, Colonel Lewis Morgan Porter scored 1, 2, 3, 4 in the fourth end.
And they're back in the game.
Exactly.
Very back and forth game.
And sheet A just wrapped up with their last stone there, so we'll have an update soon there.
It's back on B. Sweepers following the rock. We're going to get a little piece of the red.
Still in the house, but
Yep.
rolled more than what they needed.
So on to Nick's first rock now.
Thinks he wants to hit that yellow out a little bit by tapping his red. Is one option he's considering. Sounds like that's what he's going to play. He likes the board weight, tap of the red, pop out that yellow, sit a whole bunch over on the right-hand side.
He's calling a lot of ice there, so it shouldn't be a very hard shot, but he's expecting to have 4 rocks counting after this.
We have seen a few rocks move across the center line rather quickly.
Yeah, as soon as they cross, they start curling a lot.
Yeah.
Not a lot of weight.
Calling him on, yep.
It's about time to let it up a little bit.
Oof. Just a little kiss as it rolls by.
Yeah, that was overswept. Should have swept less and would have gotten more of that rock and sending it to the yellow and not losing the shooter.
All right, last rock for Eye of the Thai-ger in the 5th end.
Let it up, let it up, let it curl.
Let it go.
Managed to get the red out, but
Nice
now
shot.
yellow is right in the open there.
Yeah.
But that doesn't give red much of a chance to do anything but score 1.
I'm not even sure. Can you switch to the overhead real quick?
Yeah.
If they nose it, they can get 1.
They're going to go for that
For
double.
the double.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like it.
The double could get them
Successful
4
double, yeah, would get them 4.
if it's perfect.
Yep. Yeah.
It's worth a try. You're losing the game by 3 points.
I think you just said for a 10-second hog to hog, so a control weight hit.
The hair less ice.
Well, that's a sweep and a hold on the line on this one.
Overswept
Overswept again, yeah.
Yeah.
Should have swept a little more, a little less, and it would have
I think it's one
gotten
red.
to that yellow. Yeah, it's 1 red.
It looks like it's 1 from ours, yeah.
No, it's absolutely
Yep,
1 red.
there it is.
Yeah. All right, let's move back. All the houses now around all the other sheets. Oops. There we go. Everything's in the right orientation. Except for sheet A. Just waiting for their score to be hung. So Enrique, you went on a trip recently.
Yeah, I went to Lacombe, Alberta, to the America's Challenge. I was the coach/alternate for Team Brazil, and we had a lot of fun. We did not beat Canada. We beat Mexico. But we ended up stealing one end against Canada, which I think was great.
I think so.
Well, I wasn't playing, but we can say that we managed to steal one against Team Botcher. Even though they scored a 6 on us, we still stole one for an end score of 11-2.
Oh, no.
But we had a lot of fun, and they're great guys.
What was the game schedule like for you? Was it multiple in a day, or how did that work?
No, we were very lucky because they had, there were 3 teams, so it was a double round robin. We had one game on Friday afternoon, one game on Saturday morning, and then one game on Sunday morning. We were the only team that didn't have to play twice the same day, so we were very fortunate. And the people in Lacombe were just amazing. Everybody was so nice, and the Canadian team was very gracious, and we ended up broom stacking with them, which is something that a competitive team rarely does. So they were super happy to sit around the table and just talk and not have to worry about anything.
I heard it was a sold-out crowd. Were there that many people in the warm room? Or?
It's a 6-sheet club, and we played on sheet 3. They had a carpet on sheet 4 with one line of chairs along the whole sheet. Plus, they have a 2-level warm room, and the upper level is a bar. So they had lots of people up there. They had a bunch of people downstairs, and they had people on the ice as well, especially for the games that Canada played. So people came really to support their team and play and watch at least one good team playing. That's also the club where the vice for Team Canada plays, and he's also the
Darren
iceman.
Moulding, yeah.
Darren Moulding is the iceman at that club. So we got there a day before, and he was working on the ice. He didn't work on the ice for the competition itself, but the day before he was working, and he was giving tips to his assistant on how to prepare the ice and make it more competition-like and less club-like. And I think he was very proud that we had very good quality ice the whole time, and Kevin, his assistant, was really just very nice and did all the work that needed to be done.
All right, looks like on sheet C, we're here for the Pad Thai, got a single point in the 5th end, so close game there, just 6-4.
And on sheet B, Red is piling up their guards, now going for a promote. Trying to set up for a steal here because they're 2 points behind without hammer.
Those of you watching, if you have questions for Enrique about his time at the America's Challenge, send them into the chat. Your questions might include, what type of socks was Brendan Botcher wearing? He might be able to tell you those types of questions and answers.
I do not remember what kind of socks he was wearing. Their coach is Dan, what's his last name? Bartlett. He was on Kevin Martin's team, and now he's coaching Team Botcher, which Carrick Martin plays lead for.
Mm-hmm. Was Kevin Martin there watching his son play?
No, he wasn't, but his grandparents were. And from what I hear, they always go and watch either Kevin when he used to play and now Carrick when he plays. 3 of the 4 guys are from Edmonton, aside from Darren Moulding, who is from Lacombe.
How far is Lacombe from Edmonton?
It's a little over an hour. It's an hour and a half from Calgary and about an hour and 15 minutes from Edmonton, so it's pretty much right in between, just north of Red Deer. It's a small town, but the people there are amazing.
You said it was a six-sheet club?
Yes.
Okay. And double-decker warm room?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Sounds beautiful.
I know.
And it's not the only club in town.
No?
Of course.
There's another one just outside town.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, Calgary.
This looks a little heavy.
It's going to be in the back still.
Yes, they had missed a few hits. They were trying to peel out some guards. A little bit heavy in that draw.
Like 3 or 4 eyes and a half. Top 4.
So Nick's going to look for the same shot, a little less weight.
And he's attempting a straight draw there. But if it's a little narrow, they can still go for the promote on the other the other red.
Yeah. Yeah, they have some good options
It's
over
a safe
there.
shot.
And backing if it's a little bit quick.
Sweep right out of hand. Wow.
And it doesn't look like it's too narrow.
Oh, then weight only.
Looks pretty good.
You say it just picked?
So there's a little flat spot or something.
That's a great shot.
That is a great shot.
It ended up being great, yeah.
Yeah, there's a little flat spot or something in the ice that they catch every so often on that side. Both teams have caught it a couple times.
What was your flight like out of here? How long did it take you to get there?
We went to Denver and then flew from Denver to Calgary. Got there very late, like at almost 12:30, 1 a.m. So we stayed in a hotel in Calgary near the airport. And then we drove to Lacombe the next day. On the way back, we flew through Toronto. That's a great
What a
double.
nice shot.
That's a nice shot.
On the run back double.
That's what I'm talking about. I earned it.
We had a run back double there against Canada, and when we made that shot, the crowd there they applauded wildly. They were supportive of everybody, and they wanted to watch great shots.
I do very much enjoy that about curling. That curling fans really just want to see a fun game. I guess as long as it's not, maybe it's more competitive in the Olympics, but for the most part, everybody just wants to see a good game.
We do have a score update on sheet D. That fifth end just finished there, and it's a score 3 for the Revengers. So they are now up 8-6 going into the sixth end. Just split that over.
Yeah, a little wick on the draw attempt. It looked like the rock was just running a little quick again. That's a pretty tough line trying to get that curl.
Especially a night like this that the ice isn't curling much. We are used to 4-foot curl here. Oh, and the ice there, we were getting 6 feet of curl.
Oh my gosh.
What kind of a speed were you getting there?
It was pretty much like this, like club ice. It wasn't like arena ice that's a lot faster.
Okay. So like 14 seconds hog to hog and
Probably something like that.
okay.
Yeah.
And by arena, you mean competition arena.
Right.
Yeah.
Not arena.
Hockey arena.
I'm saying yeah. Specially prepared arena ice.
Yeah.
Okay, they still have a gate there to get to that yellow in the back, and that would probably be their best shot to go with a heavy hit, a heavy draw or a light hit there.
And
Probably
the
a
line's
heavy
better.
draw.
Yeah. They ticked that guard over in the first shot, so they definitely have a good spot there.
Now your son played on the team for
Yeah,
Voiceover.
Gilad played second, and it was a lot of fun to watch him play. And it's funny because all the game chat was in Portuguese, but the calls were all in English. So they're discussing a shot, and they say everything in Portuguese, and then they make the call, and then the sweep is in English, and the up is in English. And the other three guys on the team, they're Brazilians who live in Quebec. Two of them live in Sherbrooke, and one lives in Montreal. But with the result being second place in the Americas Challenge, we managed to qualify for the World Qualifying event in Finland in January.
Oh, that's outstanding.
Yeah, so we have to think about how we're going to get there and if we're going to have the same team or if we should change the team. And I don't know, Gilad's not so sure if he wants to go or not.
Not eager to go to Finland in January?
No.
Oh,
I don't know
interesting.
why.
I don't know why you would.
Should be a winter wonderland, right?
I would think so.
And how many teams qualify out of this event?
One.
One.
Well, Canada qualified to directly
right,
to
I'm sorry,
Worlds.
for the one in Finland.
Yeah, one.
Okay.
Because there were three teams, Brazil, Canada, and Mexico. So the second place gives qualification to the World Qualification event.
Okay.
And then that World Qualification event does it have like a bunch of teams? or-
It's 2 Pacific Asia,
Okay.
4 Europeans. No, I think it's 3. Yeah, Finland, 4 Europeans, 2 Pacific Asia, and the second place in the Americas Challenge.
And one team from there comes out to go to...
2 teams
Two
go
teams,
to Worlds.
okay.
100% ice beer driven. Well done.
And Worlds this year is in Las Vegas. So
Right.
it's not an international flight.
Second time I called them off, they stopped. It only took me 2, maybe 3 times. Only 2, 3 times. You guys, we're getting better. We're learning. We're learning. Yeah, go.
It's Nick's last shot. And he's trying to go against 4 yellows.
Yeah, definitely a tricky draw.
No, Paul, no. No. Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Oh, wow.
That was tough.
I think at least 3.
I think it's 4.
They're 3-4 sure.
Yeah.
The 4th is probably a measure there, but I think red is closer than yellow.
Not happy.
They do still have the Philly team
That's
here still has
true.
one more shot.
That's
yeah.
true.
Yeah, this is Hammer.
Put stones up there.
So they have a
red just
chance.
finished.
They're going to try to come this way. I don't know. Maybe I would come the other way and try to do a split on that one that we don't know
The
if
one,
it's
the maybe rock. Yeah.
yeah. He's looking at that.
Definitely gives you a chance if you're a little tight. Oh, but if he likes this line better, definitely go for that one.
Just have to get the weight right here.
Yeah. Does
Oh.
need a full 8.
Call him sweeping now. Might be a little light.
Ooh.
Sweep harder.
Come on, guys. You got this. Let's go.
Harder than that. It's not getting there.
That was a good effort from the
Should have
sweepers.
swept earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 3 for sure.
Definitely 3. I think I would probably grab the measure stick for this one too.
Yeah, now we have 2, right? We have 1 on each end.
We do have one on each end now. Yeah, it was a summertime pandemic upgrade. More measuring sticks.
We do have a score update on sheet A. They finally finished the 5th end. It is now tied 3-3. Trollskull, Alley Sliders scored 1 in the 5th.
And Thai-ger out of Philly just took 3 in the 6th.
All right, I have the Thai-ger in 3. are scored 8-3 after 6.
So Thai-ger starting with a guard here.
Nice high guard.
A nice long guard.
But it's right on the center line. So under the no-tick rules that are going into play at the world level in the Las Vegas Worlds, that would count as one that they couldn't tick.
Oh, are they doing that for the whole, not just the last end?
Correct. Whole game.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. I'm surprised they're introducing new rules at a world championship. It seems like an odd choice.
Well, I think the kind of the idea is you got some of the best teams there that can experiment with that and show what would happen, but we've heard a lot of teams say how much they do not like the ideas and don't like the new rules.
At Worlds are the teams that can make that shot consistently.
Absolutely.
That can count on making that shot.
How does Team Brazil feel about the new rules?
We'll just play. If we get there, we'll think about it.
Focus on Finland first.
I don't think we have tried to do the tick shot.
Speaking of a tick over.
Yeah, that would have been illegal, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's your own rock.
Oh yeah, you would be able to hit your own rock out of the way.
Got to draw through that board behind the two guards on the left. Now try to go behind the other one. Yeah, the issue with that is that the red rock is open.
Yeah, it looks like skip Drew. He's going to have second Drew. Go right after it.
Not a lot of weight.
Knows it straight back though.
Just a very nice low weight hit.
Looks like he's going to choose to ignore that yellow there in the top 12 and draw over to the corner.
Well, he needs multiple points.
Exactly.
Right, to get the good score and then a steal to be able to stay in the game. Got to curl more. And it's light.
Really looking to draw around again.
Little wobble on the delivery there.
Oh, we all experienced that at some point.
What do you mean it's been a year and a half since we've all last played?
Some of us.
That's a great shot.
That's a nice shot.
Well under cover, very close to the tee. Double would serve them well here. At least got to clear the front. Got to sweep that. Unless they want to do the tick
See,
off.
the weight looks a little more like a
They're
tap.
already on the red. They need to use the tick now. It's light. Were they trying to promote?
It looks like they kind of looks like it.
Well, that's promoted into the house. And there's a good lineup for a double later.
Looking for another draw here, but the sweeper's on it pretty quick. They're not totally loving the weight.
Got to make it around that guard. That's all they have to do.
That is a, oh, what a
Just
nice
an
shot.
amazing
Oh my
shot.
gosh.
Yeah,
Top of the button.
that's going to seal the game. Go for the triple now. You want to call a timeout? Call the coach? Heavy hit on the
Do we have a
nose.
volunteer coach available? I'm sure we can find one here somewhere.
Just got to look at the angles and make the shot exactly to get that triple.
Oh,
She fell and then
just a little
it
slip
came
out of
out
the
very
hack.
light.
Oh,
That's maybe drawaway. That would be a good shot if the yellows weren't all there near the middle.
Yeah, it was a great sweep to get it there, though, after that delivery.
yeah, we've definitely all slipped on a delivery right now. Always stinks. Got to be like a goldfish, right, Paul?
Mm-hmm.
Yellow looking for a guard in front of all that mess. It's not curly. I'm going to get a little bit of a curl at the end, but I think Sarah's going to have another shot at it.
I think so.
She was trying to throw very heavy. Oh, got the wick just in front of it. That's lucky. Look at that.
Looks like we have a score update on sheet C in the 6th end. Hit and egg roll took 1. So we have a score of 7-4 right now for hit and egg roll in the 7th end.
Now they got to call the coach.
Some Don Bartlett would be real handy here right now. I'm sure you could go out there and give him a few tips. Though it does look like Nick's just finding his preferred angle right now. I think he's got some good ideas.
I think you run the yellow into the red and get rid of both. So you have a better shot into that yellow in the house. But yellow is just going to put it back in there. Yeah, try to go for the red.
Yeah.
And if not, you peel the yellow. I would have come the other way, but it doesn't make much of a difference as long as you throw heavy enough.
Yeah, exactly.
for the curl.
Be a thing. It'll be all right. Move some stuff.
Oh, we have more voices now.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good shot.
So it looks like Philly here looking for another draw down this path that they've used a few times now. It's been running pretty nicely over there for him. Oh, nope, 2-3 guard, I think is what he just said.
The
Heavy hack? No,
women's trials game just started, so in case anybody was wondering. So, not sure why you're still watching us.
I think I'm mixing up sheet B voices with other sheet voices as far as skips go.
Yeah, that's
It's just like
draw weight there.
Just like Capital League.
Just like Capital League when Todd is on the sheet next to us.
When you shoot the shot that the other skip asked for.
Yeah, exactly. I'm very good at sweeping for the other sheet. Doesn't usually turn out well for us, though.
Yeah, what do you do now?
Yeah, that's
Nick Sanders?
That is a...
how many does he? Oh, this is not good. Yeah, only 2 left.
Yeah.
He's looking for the double in the back.
Did he not just throw a shot through that hole of the 2 yellow guards there?
No, that was Sarah.
Well,
that
but
was,
the team did anyways.
yeah.
Could he not just take that same
Run the
approach
red?
and run the red back into the yellows?
I think that
And if you miss it, then maybe you open something up with
that
the pass
red's
to the middle.
almost half behind the yellow. If you go with a hit weight, you might
Well,
just
you
get
want to hit it to
he
the
wants to
right.
get the 2 in the back.
Yeah, you do want to hit it to the right a little bit anyways.
The
but
front is not as much as an issue as the back ones. He needs to get rid of the 2 in the back so that his is scoring, and then take care of the other one if he can. It's a hard shot in either case.
Plenty of weight on this one.
Got to make sure that it goes around the guard, and it did. Just took the front one, didn't manage to get the back one. Now Drew Neal trying to put that guard back up there, protect the 2 rocks in the house.
not touching it. I have a feeling he won't mind if it sits in just not too deep.
Wow,
want to leave him a
it's
pocket.
at least T there. It's not going to leave a pocket.
We might have left him a path to get in there, though.
But he can't get the back one.
No, I mean just a draw. Now he has that draw on that same, roughly the same path.
Yeah, but down 5, it doesn't make a
Well, yeah,
difference,
I
right?
suppose that's true. But now you have to make. I don't know. I don't know if the shot is there.
Nick's looking at the red
it
going
would,
back.
It would be great if he could somehow lose the 3 reds and have those other, or you lose the 3 yellows and have the other reds come into play.
The
See,
biggest
he's looking at the
issue is
shot.
the high guard.
Yeah, he might have a shot if that yellow guard was not up there. He's going at after the way I was saying earlier. You hit the red and hope. Cross your fingers.
And hope. Lots of hope.
Lots of hoping.
I don't know, wick on the front one, a hit on the back, but you still have the other one to contend with.
I think you, like you said, if you didn't have that yellow guard there, you might have a shot at a triple with the drag effect. The 2 yellows kind of drag over to the center line yellow, but then you still got to get the top yellow out. It's a very hard shot. So this shot may still only be for 1. Anyways, even if he makes it, it's hitting a little thing. Nope.
Oh, and he's putting another yellow in.
Oh, no.
Yes.
4 yellow.
Is that 4 from the overhead?
Yeah, it's 4.
Come on, Lauren. We're putting
Not
Lauren
going
to
for
the
the 8.
test.
Not going for the 8 ender.
Here.
No, and it's handshakes anyways.
It was a hard shot, and just unfortunate that it hit something else before it got there.
I'm going to take a wild guess that it was. They missed a few shots before that to lead up to that difficult situation.
Yes. There may have been a few missed shots. All right, what other game do we like? Do we like another one?
Which other one? Can we do any of them?
A is very close.
See.
It's the only one that's
Let's
very
see
close.
What we can do.
C, it's a 3-point game,
Let's go to
and the team with hammer.
Sheet A.
I think
And let's see.
sheet
do
A
have,
we get a little bit of an angle when we show one of the houses.
we have the score on sheet A caught up. Okay, so that's good. There in the 6 end, also good.
They didn't hang the 6.
Oh, no.
Or did they? Yeah, they didn't hang
So
the 6 end.
Trophy house? No, maybe not. There we go.
That's a longer view at least. All right. It wants to know
6.
what end we're in.
No, it is the 6.
It's in the 6, right? Because we're going.
Or no.
They're
No,
playing
it's
the
the
7th,
They're
but
playing
the
the
6
7th.
is not up.
All right. There we go. Now we get the right house.
It's tied on the scoreboard that we see because they have not hung a score for the 6th yet. They are, looks like they've only thrown a couple rocks so far on sheet A, so.
There we go. Now we got a lot of cameras.
People are asking for the score on D. Is that correct?
Score on
I think
D.
that
Yeah,
the
she'd update
Revengers
that.
scored 2 more on sheet D.
They scored
the
2 in the
6th?
6th, yep.
So
All
it's
right.
now 10-6.
There we go.
Beg your pardon? It was Eye of the Tiger won that game.
The attempt to hit that red just
Took the
flashed.
score down so fast from you. Didn't even have a chance. No, that's fine. All right, so it looks like we're coming down to the last 2 rocks on sheet C, since we have the
All
all
right. We have the all
view.
view. That is how, if we're not on B, we got them all. That's how
And
it works.
right now, yellow is hitting egg roll, is currently leading by 3, but red is sitting a pile right now in there.
No guards out in front, though.
They look like they are sitting 3 and maybe 4. So yellow's got a pressure draw here. It looks like he's going to try to get through
Somewhere
the
in
port
the 8
and
foot
sit
there.
back there somewhere
Should
hiding.
be able to get a house cam if we want a house cam. I just have to figure out how to do it.
Let's just watch.
Not gonna move it yet.
Yeah, let's just watch
Yeah.
the shot. He's getting ready to throw. Once this comes to rest, we can see what we think of the house score. So it does. It's draw weight for sure. Oh, it's got a curled bunch though. Still on the yellow.
And on sheet A, again, yellow
Here it
tried to
comes.
hit that red and flashed the same way as
Here
the
it
last
comes.
shot.
There it comes.
Got to get it through the hole. Get
Oh,
it in.
come on, you gotta sweep it.
Get into the house.
Oh, just a
Ooh.
little bit light.
A little bit light. Let's get a look at that. Oh, okay. So definitely 1, 2, 3, and that
red.
yellow one that he just threw looks like it's out counting the red in the back for sure. But he really only cut down 1 shot. So this could be an open draw for 4. Looks like that's where he's setting up. Draw and bite a piece of the 8. And you are all of a sudden in the lead with 1 end to go.
And all Den needs is full 8 foot, right?
It just has to touch the 8 foot. I think the yellow might be biting the 8 foot, so maybe a quarter into the 8 foot.
Weight looks good.
It's a bit wide. It is out there. It's got to.
Starting to come back.
It's got to come back to get that piece of the 8 foot a bit.
Yeah.
And it's a little heavy too.
It's cruising. Let's see. He's got the piece of the 8, and no,
heavy.
he doesn't.
Just went through.
Just a little too heavy.
And
that
on
outside
sheet
ice
A,
can trick you.
another attempt to get to that red. Let's see if they're successful this time. Now it looks better than the other ones that flashed.
It's a much better weight.
Just a very nice shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It pushed it out of the house, but you didn't overthrow it. So sometimes you want to throw that big takeout weight to get rid of things, and then overthrow
you lose
it
your
a bit.
shooter, or you flash it. Yeah, they had 2 attempts on that red that didn't work out. They still haven't hung the 6th end there.
Well, they will have to do it eventually.
I hope.
Before they go into the 8th, hopefully.
It would help. It would help.
We are playing end number 7, but we don't know the score for end number 6.
So it looks like they're debating right now what the timing rule is. They're trying to figure out if they have another end on sheet C.
Well,
If
the game was tied, wasn't it?
It is tied now.
Oh, they're trying to figure out how to break the tie.
They're trying to figure out how to break the tie. So there is a timing rule, and they're trying to figure out if they play another end or if they draw
Let
some
them
skips
play.
runs. I
There
know,
are no
right?
games after
There's
this.
nothing after this. We got nowhere to go.
I have to go to bed because I have the first commentary in the
Okay,
morning.
you have somewhere
At
to go.
8:30 I have to be here.
So it's just a draw shot challenge to
Got it.
break the tie. It appears that they are just confirming that down there, and it doesn't have to be the skip. We were informed. Generally speaking, the skips take the shot because the other players don't want to. No pressure on the lead to throw a draw to the forfeit.
Well, in official competition, you have to have everybody throw a clockwise and a counterclockwise shot. So, and then you just take the worst shot of all.
Although it seemed when I was watching the Grand Slams, it seemed like it was always the skip that they would show, because they would actually show the result of the draw shot challenge before they actually started the game, and then they say, and that means that so-and-so has the hammer.
But that might
was
be
always
a Grand
the skip.
Slam thing.
Yeah, it might be a Grand Slam thing, but it was always the skip in that case. So here we have not the skip on sheet C. Kurt Medlin getting ready to throw the draw to the button. I think Kurt took it from Dan after Dan's last draw.
Well, I think that because Dan throws with a stick,
it's
it's very accurate on a takeout, but it's hard to get your weight exactly right. And Kurt has a good weight, a little bit heavy there.
Yeah,
might be just through the house.
I don't think Christine's going to have to measure this one.
No.
She got the measuring tape.
Laser.
And
oh, no, measuring
is it
tape.
the laser?
No, it's the tape.
Okay.
It is the tape.
So they do, excuse me, they do it again if both of them go through.
They do,
if they don't touch the house.
Until somebody
hits the house.
And they're not the same measure.
Well, yeah.
Anywhere in the house and they win the game.
No pressure.
And they seem to be light. All they need is a biter. Got to sweep that hard.
Some warm-up last shot draws here. Yep,
all right,
okay,
let's,
Practice is over.
Try it again.
Practice is over.
Yep. One more time.
No, the game is a tie and both are out.
There is it's a shame that it's not the team that is called no ties or no tiebreakers. What was the? There's a team in here called no ties.
They would concede every time they went into a tie.
Sure.
Extra end.
What's up, Nick? Hey, I got a present for you. My lord. No, you just. No, I just brought it for the. I just brought it for the club. So.
Okay. Well, we'll do a brew shoot of it later.
There you go. Awesome. I'll come say hi after we finish. So they did actually hang the score on sheet A from the 6th.
Oh, there we go. It was 2 in the 6th.
It was a 2 for the yellow. This is another draw that they're struggling to get there.
And this is going to be last end unless they score. Yeah, this is last end.
Unless they tie again, right?
Oh, who threw this one? Kurt again?
Kurt again.
Oh, wow.
He did not get it there.
The elusive house must be uphill both ways.
Yeah. I don't, well, if for the game on A to end up being a tie, it's going to need to be a skips deuce. So there are no, I don't think that red, you can't even see it on the screen.
No, it's the.
There's a red all the way over on the side.
Red all the way on the side that it can't.
That looks like it's touching the wall, but hey, look at that.
There we go.
Sheet C right to the pin.
It's a win for yellow. Hit and egg roll wins this game on sheet C on the draw to the button. And they really drew to the button there.
That was great.
They really did. That was a
took them a couple tries. Very solid though.
All right, 2 more games here on our edge sheets.
On sheet D, yellow needs 4 to tie. On sheet A, red needs 2 to tie.
Well, yellow at least on sheet D is sitting 3. David's trying to take something out. And he has a single and only a single. And yellow only has 1 rock left, so that's the game.
So the only sheet still actively playing is sheet A.
And they're only going to be actively playing for about
a minute,
15 more seconds as soon as he lets go of this rock. At least that's what they hope. If he makes this red go away, that'll be the end of the game for that one as well.
We'll get ready to take a look at A house here.
You think?
I think.
You think you know the buttons
there's
this
that,
time.
I hope I know the buttons.
There's that biter in the back there.
There is a biter in the back, and there's a red rock you can't see on the screen.
Oh, you're right. There is a.
Yeah.
How did that one get there? That's crazy.
I don't know if it's biting, but that one doesn't look like it's biting.
There we go. There's the A house.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
And that's at least a tie now. No. Yellow's still up front. He has to hit the yellow up front for the win. Hit and stick for the win.
I didn't see that yellow or that red biter way in the back there. Hit and don't jam on something stupid way in the back. And he does have to stay though. You're right.
Well, if he takes it out, it's a tie.
Yep.
It's a hit and stick for the win. It's a hit and appeal will tie the game.
last shot.
Missed the guard. Missed the guard. He's on the guard. What happened here?
Oh, man.
Oh, and he knocked his own. Well, it's still, even if it is red, it's only one red.
Yep.
So it doesn't
And
matter.
that'll be handshakes.
Yep. So that's a win for Keep Calm and Curry On, it looks like.
All right.
Thanks to all the people watching and all the people who are going to watch the recorded one.
Oh, they must just be practicing over on Sheet D.
Oh, I was say, why are they playing?
They took down all the scores, and Christine had already gone out there to talk to them, to tell them the game was over. So, all right, yes, go ahead. Enrique, would do your
yeah, thank you all for watching the game with us, and it was a lot of fun. And tune in again tomorrow morning at 8:30. I think it's 8:45. We're going to have the first draw of the day. And I hope to have you all here and people who are watching this as recorded. Just wanted to let you know that we had a lot of fun doing the broadcast too.
Yeah, have a good night, everybody.